All right, NBA fans, listen up. Jonathan Kuminga, the Golden State Warriors' young forward, has reportedly made a clear decision about his future, and it's shaking up the offseason landscape. If you've been following the latest NBA buzz, you know this could be one of the most intriguing moves this summer. So stick around as we break down why Kuminga is choosing Sacramento over Phoenix, what the Warriors want, and what this means for his career moving forward. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the latest NBA updates. Jonathan Kuminga, a fifth-year forward for the Warriors, is at a crossroads. He's young, talented, and hungry for a bigger role. And it seems he's found a preferred landing spot, the Sacramento Kings. According to ESPN's Mark J. Spears, Kuminga has made it clear that he wants to head to Sacramento, where he would slide right into the starting power forward role, alongside Keegan Murray and Domantas Sabonis. Let's unpack what's going on here. On the July 30 episode of NBA Today, Spears shared that Kuminga recently connected over Zoom with the Kings front office, including GM Scott Perry, assistant GM BJ Armstrong, and head coach Doug Christie. The message? Kuminga is all in on Sacramento. Why is Sacramento so attractive to Kuminga? Well, the Kings are offering him something the Warriors haven't. A starting role with a real chance to showcase his skills night in and night out. That starting spot is right next to two promising front court players in Murray and Sabonis, giving Kuminga a clear path to significant playing time and responsibility. For a player like Kuminga, who has flashed serious potential but hasn't yet found a consistent starring role with the Warriors, this is a golden opportunity. It's a fresh start, a chance to build a legacy and to be a cornerstone on a young, rising Kings team. But it's not all smooth sailing. The Warriors, true to their championship-building mindset, aren't just going to give Kuminga away. They have reportedly rejected an offer from the Phoenix Suns that included Royce O'Neal, Nick Richards, and 4 second-round picks. Why? Because the Warriors want at least one unprotected first-round pick in any deal involving Kuminga. That's a high price, but one the Warriors feel Kuminga is worth. Golden State wants to maximize value for a player they developed and see as a potential asset, but they're also weighing their team chemistry and long-term plans. The Suns were the other major contender for Kuminga's services this offseason. They reportedly offered Kuminga a lucrative 4-year, $90 million contract via sign and trade. However, they hit a snag. Phoenix doesn't have a tradable first-round pick to sweeten the deal, which the Warriors insisted upon. It's interesting to note that the Warriors' proposed deal for Kuminga included a 1+1 contract with a built-in no-trade clause. This clause would give Kuminga a level of control over his next team. But the Warriors have reportedly asked Kuminga to waive this no-trade clause, much like what happened with D'Angelo Russell when he signed with the Lakers in 2023. This adds another layer of complexity to negotiations. Here's where things get even more interesting. Kuminga's camp initially proposed a 3-year, $82 million deal, but the Warriors lowballed him with a 2-year offer worth just $40 million. More recently, the Warriors bumped it up slightly to a 2-year, $45 million contract. Meanwhile, both the Kings and the Suns have been offering longer-term deals, which Kuminga prefers. Sources say he values the longer guaranteed money, a larger role, and especially the player option, a sign of respect and career control that the Warriors' offers lack. The Suns' deal, for example, is reportedly about $70 million more guaranteed than what the Warriors are offering. That's a massive difference in security and commitment, and it's understandable why Kuminga would lean toward teams that show that kind of faith. NBA analyst Austin Rivers weighed in on the situation and believes Kuminga's desire to leave the Warriors makes a lot of sense. Historically, the Warriors haven't been the best organization for developing young players. Their success has largely been built around Steph Curry and a very specific system designed for their veterans. Rivers pointed out that the Warriors tend to bring in pieces to fit around Steph, not necessarily to develop younger talent into stars. With Curry still firmly leading the team, and the Warriors recently signing Jimmy Butler-type role players to big contracts, it sends a message about where the team's focus lies. Kuminga, seeing all this, wants to carve out a bigger role for himself, which the Warriors haven't offered. When you have players in your position locked into massive contracts and limited opportunity, seeking greener pastures makes perfect sense. For Golden State, trading Kuminga isn't just about asset management. It's about balancing championship aspirations with player development. The Warriors have been cautious about moving him unless they get significant value, especially an unprotected first-round pick. For Sacramento, landing Kuminga would be a coup. They'd be adding a versatile, athletic forward who can contribute immediately and grow with their core. Playing alongside Sabonis and Murray, Kuminga could be the missing piece that helps the Kings break through as a contender in the Western Conference. The Kings' willingness to give Kuminga the starting power forward spot speaks volumes about their confidence in him and their plan to build around their young stars. So, what's next? The Warriors hold the cards, but face pressure from Kuminga's camp and potential suitors. Sacramento seems ready to make the trade happen and is offering Kuminga exactly what he wants, a starting role and career growth. The Suns, despite their money, might lose out without the right assets to convince Golden State. Kuminga's preference for Sacramento makes that even more likely. We're watching a critical moment in Kuminga's career unfold, one that could shape his future for years to come. Will the Warriors relent and accept the Kings' deal, or will they hold out for more? NBA fans, what do you think? Is Kuminga making the right move chasing a bigger role with Sacramento, or should he stay patient with the Warriors and continue learning from the champions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more NBA trade updates, player analysis, and in-depth storytelling, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow Hoops fans. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more inside scoop on your favorite NBA stars.